is the Machine of Nonsense, episode 132, and we're talking July. We're recording on July 2nd, so the month has already started. We're halfway through the year, and that's blowing my mind at this point. More on that in just a minute, but I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hey, hey.
And Lilu, our cat, is predominantly on the screen as well. And Mike is here as well.
Hello, this is a month of not a lot of stuff that I've seen, but that I mess with, but I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, there's it's a lighter month. It's got some high highs, I think. Specifically on July 21st. I think that might be a red letter day. And then, the rest of the month there's something for everyone. We'll get into that, but I wanted to mention we got to the movies yesterday, me and Kayla, and we saw two films. One by Mr. Wes Anderson, the Asteroid City film, and then also No Hard Feelings, featuring Jennifer Lawrence. Fun day at the movies, comedy day. What did you think, Kayla? Did you have a preference on the two?
Wes Anderson films are just weird, so they're different. It's very different. There's really stuff that I did really like and stuff that I'm just kind of a little confused about. For the Asteroid City. Pretty cool overall premise. I do like it. And No Hard Feelings was just one of those nostalgic comedies that we need in our life.
Yeah, I agree. So Mike, I know you're pretty excited to see Asteroid City eventually. Yeah. Are you going in pretty blind? You've seen the first trailer, right? But do you know anything around it at all, like the movie?
Not much.
Okay.
It's one of those Twitter ads that is just every 5 tweets is something, and I just kind of skip. I keep skipping over it. I kind of watched that first trailer maybe twice because I really just loved the palette that he's using for this one. It's I don't know. He just keeps finding new ways to just evolve that part of his craft. I think he's always one-upping that part. His movies always just look so much cooler than the one before, I think. And I'm just really eager to see it. Him with Tom Hanks, sign me up right away. I wouldn't even need a premise or anything. So
Hanks is good too. There's some great performances in it. It is very beautiful. And I won't spoil it because I'll just say there's more there than the trailer lets on. That's all I will.
It's very Wes Anderson-y, obviously.
Yeah.
Sick.
But there's
sign me up.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a bigger movie, I think, than I thought going in. And it was cool. And yeah, No Hard Feelings was a just straight up throwback kind of problematic premise, but they do it really well. And I thought Jennifer Lawrence was really, really charming and funny. And as this
the kid was pretty charming too.
Oh yeah, the kid too. I don't know his name, the actor. But if you're not familiar, the premise is Jennifer Lawrence has some back taxes. She needs to make a little bit of money. She needs a car so that she can Uber to then make some money because her car gets repossessed very early in the film, and she has a Craigslist ad. She finds a Craigslist ad to date in heavy quotes a 19-year-old boy who is 19-year-old man who his parents are concerned that he's going to go to college and get eaten alive, essentially.
He has to sow his royal oats.
Something like that, yes. And the premise is it's just that that is the movie, and simple premise, funny bizarre premise, a cool little cast of characters. I forget her friend. She's in other things. She's her pregnant friend. She's definitely been in
Dead. She's in Dead to Me. She's the police investigator lady with Linda Cardellini.
Right. Yeah. Well, anyway, like
lady.
it's got it's like a small cast of just like kind of funny, kooky characters. It's set in Montauk, which is I think in
part of Long Island, right?
Yeah, and like the whole premise is kind of that like it's getting too expensive to live there, and it's like what do you do in those scenarios and stuff. So you got the little towny aspect of it, and then you have this kind of wild premise of Jennifer Lawrence having to make this like decision. But I think she's real good. I think it's just a fun comedy. There's a scene on a beach that is just real fun. But yeah, real good day at the cinema yesterday for us, I think. Anything else recently, Kayla, that we should talk about?
We started Witcher.
We did. We got pretty deep. There's only 5 episodes in this half season. We watched 4 of them. I'm a little. They're going heavy into the like palace intrigue of it all. The like they're going a little too Game of Thrones politics like stuff. A lot of spy stuff going on and everything else. And between this and like the first 2 episodes of Secret Invasion, my head's kind of spinning with all that stuff. The things I like about The Witcher are just like I think the choreography's great. The CGI is actually really good. Like the monsters look good, and I think Geralt and Yennefer and their like and Jaskier are fun like as like a road group. And Ciri, when they start getting into the like there's 7 different kingdoms that are all vying for different things, and like who's in the north, who's in the south, and all that gets a little much for me. What have you thought about this season, Kayla?
Those were all good points to bring up. I don't follow a lot of it. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
But
really, dang.
I'm there for the action of it. I think they're like really building into the castle stuff.
They do, like, Kayla's read some of the books or like, and we've listened to some of the audio books, and that's in the books, like the warring countries and the political aspects and stuff. So they're just kind of pulling that, I think, right from the books. It's just not necessarily what I came to like the Witcher game or the Witcher show for. So it's just a mindset for me. I think it's probably done well. I think if someone digs that or they're looking for a new like Game of Thrones-esque political medieval thing, I don't think it's poorly done or anything. It's been a little bit of a like, wait, who's Nilfgaard? Who's Redania? Like,
I thought this was Philippa.
Yeah, Radovid. All these, like, there's a lot of names. There's a lot of places, a lot of people. Yeah. And if you don't follow it, if you're just kind of casually watching, when's Geralt get back? You know, like it can be a little much, but visually, I think it's really good. Like, there's been some really cool fight scenes, some really cool monsters. The costuming and everything's always really, really good. It certainly captures like the fantasy of it all, of that world. I think that's top notch. What they're doing with all that, and you know, your mileage may vary on everything else. Anything else, Kayla? I don't know. I mentioned we watched the first 2 episodes of Secret Invasion, but yeah, still letting that one breathe.
Of that.
A little bit. Yeah. What you been up to, or what you think of Secret Invasion? I guess to start that off.
Man, Olivia Colman, she's great. Yeah, that's what I think about Secret Invasion. I don't know. I guess I just totally forgot like about the whole Captain Marvel plot with the Skrulls and stuff, because they got so many spinning plates with this shit now, and I can't even, you know, like, is Charlize Theron gonna pop up out of a portal in this shit? I don't know at this point.
I hope.
They're just like throwing shit at the wall and hoping that it sticks. And I don't know. I'm gonna keep going with it. But it's not my favorite thing for sure.
I'd say for me, it's the first of the Marvel shows or movies or really anything in Marvel where, like, I'm not following. Like, I do feel confused in the same way that you're saying. Like, man, what I got to remember from Captain Marvel, where did that leave us off and stuff? I felt they've always done a really good job of, you mentioned spinning plates, like, yeah, they've always had a lot of spinning plates. There's always like, oh, where are the Avengers? Let's check in on where everyone is and who's alive, who's dead, and everything else. But like when WandaVision came out, or any of the other shows, I was like, okay, cool. This is picking up after XYZ, and Miss Marvel's picking up after this, and this movie's after this, and I always have found it like decently easy to like keep up with, like, where are we in the timeline, what's who's the current like big bad, where are all the characters and stuff, and this one has been a little bit like, wait, what? Yeah, like I feel like I'm missing a piece somewhere.
Well, yeah, it was really confusing that they did the recap in the second episode. You said you started the second episode, and you're like, oh shit, okay, thank you. Now
that was really weird. Yeah.
Right, like, please give me that at the very beginning, because they literally just drop you in it, and everybody's a scroll that you know, so it's even then much more confusing, which you thought you knew stuff, and you don't.
I don't know, just from the AI art stuff to just like that weird decision that Kayla, like, that's just, do they care about this? Is this one of the spinning plates that they're gonna let just hope it drops finally? Like, they're just trying to get this scroll shit out of the way. I don't know. It's just kind of bizarre so far for me.
Yeah,
it's going for like a Falcon Winter Soldier vibe for sure, and I just think that show, which I didn't love either, but nailed it way more.
I felt I knew, like, what was going on in that one at all times.
Right,
like, it felt very, like, linear. Oh, we're picking up after the events of, Endgame, and I feel, okay, we're dealing with the blip and all of those things. But, we'll see. It's only 6 episodes, I think, total. And that's it. There's not, like, they're marketing it as a limited series, so we're not going to get, like, Secret Invasion 2 or anything like that, so... We'll see. You got like 4 more episodes to figure it out, I guess.
Yeah. What's the status on Loki season 2 right now?
I think. Well, okay. Yeah,
right.
I guess the elephant in the room, the Kang elephant in the room.
I'm sure that it's being delayed because of that.
Yikes! Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to be watching that right now, like, originally. I think
you're right. I feel like or like fall or something. I don't think it even has like a defined time frame now, because we got a trailer and stuff, right? Like they
wasn't it in one of the stingers recently too?
Right. It was. Yeah.
Well, it's doing something.
They got to put it out. That first one is just so successful and so good, and just like, I mean, like, the perfect example of what MCU on TV could be, that it would suck if that just gets completely derailed at this point.
Marvel won't do the DC thing that they did with Flash. They will bury it if they have to. I think. I don't know. But that story with Jonathan Majors it seems like it's going to be kind of long and complicated, maybe. There's a lot of...
Yeah, there's more.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing. It really is. Like, and, Marvel was really hitching their wagon to him. And
should have looked a bit more into it.
I mean, Hollywood was. I mean,
Hollywood
there's already a project that I think was finished or was about to start, like, that is just done now. I don't know. Man, it's a bummer. It's a bummer.
Such a bummer.
Be a good human.
Yeah, seriously. Anything else you've been checking out, Mike?
Finished The Bear season 2.
Ooh, man, powered that one. Nice.
I've kind of followed along with the Watch podcast, kind of how they were doing it, like 3 episodes per week kind of thing, and it really, I felt like that was a great way to do it. Just the way how the season kind of pans out, and get it, pan.
Look what he did.
Yes,
There's
Jeff.
10 episodes total?
Yeah. I went in thinking there was only going to be 8 because I think that's what 1 was, because 7 was the penultimate one, and I thought 8 was the finale. So to get 10, I was like, yes, get the final course. And great season of television. This season really fleshes out all of these characters that I fell in love with in the first season, and gives them just meat. It gives them stuff, man. They're not afraid to give this character like a half of an episode, or to really dive in.
Love that he's used pan and meat in this analogy already.
And course, I'm keeping score.
Good.
And it's great. Episode 6 and 7 were really just awesome. I love both of those. Have you guys started yet?
Not at all. No.
Oh, it's good. It's good. A lot of great. What, Kayla? Sorry.
You recommend watching it in 3 episode clusters?
I do. Yeah, and then like that final 4, you could kind of split that up too. I think 2 and 2, but yeah, I think that way is best.
And they're quickies too, right? They're like more 30-minute type episodes, right?
Yeah, like 6 is an hour.
Okay.
And it feels like man, all right. I could have. I don't know. 6 is so good. It's gonna be up there with Last of Us episode 3, Succession episode 3 for me.
Wow. What's Carmi's cousin's name?
Richie.
Richie.
Yeah. He's
very much a Richie.
I think he won the season for me.
Oh, nice. He's in No Hard Feelings. He's
oh, nice. I loved him in Andor last year. I don't think I mentioned him at all, but he had a great part in that as well. And man, that dude fucking can act, man. That guy, he's just like a secret weapon, like
those eyes,
thing, man.
It's those eyes, man. Those things are aggressive.
Yeah. You're not wrong. But
what is
highly recommend The Bear. What's that, Kayla?
The actress, the black woman's name. What do we know her name? She's like
Io Edaberry. I might be mispronouncing that, but yeah, Sydney's great as well.
She's
again this year.
Everything this year.
Everything.
It's insane.
Yeah, she's going to be April O'Neil in Ninja Turtles. She's got a movie coming out. I forget what it's called, but it's with that one girl from Bodies that I like a lot too. But she deserves it. She's awesome.
That's is that the Beanie Feldstein one, Kayla? Was she in that as well? The trailer we saw?
I think so. I think she was.
Dolls on the Run, Runaway Dolls.
I don't remember seeing Cosmo in it, right? You're talking about Cosmo from she's Cosmo and Guardians.
Maria Bakalova.
Man, I don't know what I'm never really confused on this podcast.
We're just saying names. We're just all saying
the woman that you like from Bodies is the one with the accent, right?
Oh, from Borat. I'm talking about the girl with the podcast who dated Lee Pace
who I'm pretty sure
she's in a movie. She's in like a comedy, like a high school comedy looking thing with Io.
Is that the camp movie, the theater camp movie?
Oh yeah, because she's in the camp.
Yes, she is in the camp movie. That looked amazing. Anyway, trailers. There was some good stuff. We'll be talking about those in the future. So we're derailing poor Mike on like he's trying to talk Bear, and we're like, yeah, all this ridiculous shit.
Oh, I love talking. She's wonderful. I want to see her in more stuff. But yeah, I've kind of wrapped up. I haven't really touched Zelda since I rolled credits.
Oh wow!
Which I'm kind of worried I won't go back because there's just a lot of stuff, you know.
So much.
That's the thing.
So I might go back to Zelda, you know, when I need a snack later. But
what like me and Eric are struggling with too. I'm like, yeah, like just power through, let's beat it. And I'm like, but if we beat it, we're probably like do what you want to do. Yes, I'm encouraging us to finish because there's just so much on the back burner that needs to get gotten to, but I'm scared.
Yeah. But we gotta do I would if we're gonna do the pod, then I will. That'll be my motivation to get in there and really dig deep, because there's I never went to that fucking Terrytown or whatever it's called. Like I never went there. I never.
Okay, wow.
There's just like some stuff I really didn't do a lot of sky stuff.
Mm.
And I need to do that if we're gonna do
doing some sky exploring lately.
Nice.
Had to get an armor set that's up there.
I really should, because I have so much battery at this point, and I can just, I don't know, feel like I could just, instead of relying on the towers, I really could probably just fly from fucking place to place.
Towers are so
I saw someone made a dragon. Like,
oh my God.
And was flying next to the other dragons. It was so cool.
People are insane. Yeah, we're definitely doing the Tears cast, without a doubt. I mean, you're done. We're close. Tomas is done. Tony, I think, is done. D, probably is powering through it. So we're going to have, I think, plenty of material for some from Tears cast, without a doubt. But first, before all that, we should get to July. What's coming in July? Got it's a little bit of a lighter month, but there's some heavy hitters here. And I think there's some real interesting stuff in July. Starting with Joyride, coming out July 7th in theaters. This is from, I think, the makers, the creators of Girls Trip, and it's a very like Girls Trip / Bridesmaids scenario, but with like 4 Asian friends. I think they're going to, I don't exactly know where they're taking their joyride, but God, it looks hilarious. One of the actors was just in Beef. And she was kind of a more bit part in Beef. She looks like she's more of like the star of this. I wish I had her name in front of me, but it's also got from Everything Everywhere All at Once, Jobo Tapaki. What's her name? Stephanie Sue. Yeah. I mean, she was fantastic in that, and I'm really excited. But it just looks like a super raunchy, like, road comedy featuring like 4 Asian women. So it's like women behaving badly, and ever since Bridesmaids, those just work for me. I think those are just great concepts. And after seeing No Hard Feelings with like Jennifer Lawrence kind of doing a very like unglamorous like. What was traditionally a stupid male part, like I think Joyride looks really fun.
What would you call these, culture comedies?
That's a good one. Yeah, because they're digging into some of the
because like you had the white girl Scarlett Johansson one. You had the Tiffany Haddish Queen Latifah one, right, and all that. Like you get the all black cast, you get the all Asian cast. Like it just works. I don't know.
I think it does.
Interesting to see those dynamics and that style of comedy through those different eyes. So
yeah, and Beef was a little like definitely like a different tone, a little bit of a darker tone, I think, but like also similar in the sense that like it's a cultural kind of like,
and it's still very comedic. I mean, it's
without a doubt.
It's a dark comedy for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I get a lot of Parasite vibes when I watch
sure
that show.
The woman from the Beef that's in this is called Ashley Park.
Ashley Park. I'm really excited because she features prominently in the trailer, and she was kind of like like I said, more of a bit part in Beef, but she was always like really, really good. She's kind of this like snarky like secretary who kind of becomes a bigger part of the plot and stuff, but I thought she was really good, and I'm excited to see her in more stuff. So
I think we're even seeing more of that happen in our big superheroes. Like you got Blue Beetle coming, we got Miss Marvel, even those culture comedies I like that term. I like them. Political society was kind of like that too.
Polite society. Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Political society.
Yeah, polite society. Yeah, great example was just like, yeah, delving a little bit into the culture and like how that makes for interesting scenarios, but also just like a cool ass kung fu movie, you know, like, and yeah.
I want to see. I like peeking into those worlds, you know.
Sure. Because it is, yeah, you are kind of foreign to it if you don't live in those cultures. It makes for unique experiences, like on film or on TV, whatever. It's cool stuff. So yeah, that's Joyride coming to theaters on July 7th. Yeah, Wokecast. That's us. We're the wokest. Hopefully we don't
get D and Tomas on the Wokecast.
I know, right? Yeah,
it's get a little diversity here.
The three whitest members of the squad. I love it. All right, July 12th. Big day in the Nelson household, right? Bluey coming back, season 3.5 premiere on Disney Plus. We also have the Afterparty, which I think we thought was coming in June, and then they tricked us. They want to do that, but we've got a trailer, we've got a defined date. It's July 12th. It's coming to Apple TV Plus. Never trust when there's no trailer, folks. Never trust a date when there's no trailer. And then Tom Cruise is gonna jump off shit in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 coming to theaters. How many of the Mission Impossibles have you seen, Mike?
It has become kind of part of my personality that I have seen zero of these films. I've kind of, I don't know. Maybe someday when they're done, when they're finished with them, if I could live that long.
Yeah, you've got a while.
I'll see them.
Yeah, radically, Tom Cruise is going to outlive you. Like it's
that's what I meant. Yeah, but of course, Bluey. I think it's like 10 episodes now.
Ooh.
So that's like 80 minutes of some new Bluey. Hell yeah, we could use a nice show that can get everyone on the couch and not fighting. So I welcome it.
The magic of Bluey.
In the past, have they just dropped those? Are they like binge mode kind of for the animated stuff? Yeah, nice.
Yep. I think
they've always to wait a week to watch 8 minutes of Bluey, you know?
Yeah, they're such a little bite-sized morsel that they have to kind of, because it's a show where, at least in my house, we're running it back. Like we're starting from 1, and you could really power through it in a week. You know, like if that. I'm giving my kids a little. They're doing that shit in like 3 days, and they're like, I'm bored of Bluey again. But yeah, the Afterparty, I it's one of those things I'm gonna have to win whenever the Adam Scott show comes back. Severance, yes, thank you. I got to do that. I've heard really good things about Silo.
Silo, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really interested, but it's getting like 8s and stuff.
Yeah. I could kind of use that Fallout kind of vibe, I guess, in a show. That seems cool before the Fallout show happens. But yeah, that's a big day.
Yeah, July 12th. 12th, yeah.
2012th. I didn't mean to like totally poo-poo the whole Mission Impossible part, but I mean, people love these things. What have you guys been keeping up with the latest ones? Like Fallout was the last one, right?
Funny.
Kayla, I mean, we definitely watched like one of them together. I remember, I think it's the Henry Cavill one we saw.
So we got experts here as well.
Yeah,
I've seen them all. I have seen every Mission Impossible.
Okay, gotcha,
I think me and Kayla together have seen like a Mission Impossible together, if I remember correctly.
They're great, right, Eric? They're awesome.
I think they're really good. People shit on 2, and that was for a while like just my definition of like a cool action movie. I watched it again, 2-3 years ago or something, and I thought it was still just like a cool ass action movie. Like Tom Cruise is rocking his when he wore his hair long and stuff. He's got like long hair. He's got his like Last Samurai going on, and he's using 2 guns all the time. And I don't know. I thought that one was cool. People say that that's like the worst one, but yeah, I just think they're consistent. Like that first one came out. It's got this awesome cast, a twist like right at the beginning. Like you think it's going one way and it's going a completely different. Another twist at the end, which is okay as well. And they've just kind of ratcheted it up from there. That first one's more like espionage, and then 2 is like action, and then they've just kind of continue there. But like Philip Seymour Hoffman is in the 3rd one, and he's one of the best like villains, I think, just because he doesn't give a shit. Like he's not afraid of like badass Tom Cruise whatsoever. And it's kind of the opposite. Like he makes Tom Cruise afraid of him, or Ethan Hunt. I should use his MI name. But yeah, he's just so sinister and good, and they've just continued to kind of rope in Henry Cavill and Vanessa Kirby, and just like it's cool. They're just cool. They're just good action movies. Like I don't know. Simon Pegg, he's fun too. Bing Rames keeping up since the first one. But yeah, I like him.
It's great. I love Ving, so
he's great.
He deserves a check.
He gets I'm sure they're pretty decent for a Mission Impossible movie. But yeah, I'll see that. I don't know if we're gonna check that one out in the theaters or not or anything. But I don't know. I dig those movies. Part 1, by the way, everyone. Aaron, if you're gonna see this movie. It's part 1 of 2, so there's gonna be a cliffhanger of some kind. So just so you know.
Well, they did that in Mission Impossible 2. He's hanging from that cliff, Eric.
Yes,
they've done this.
Always.
He is indeed hanging from a cliff in that movie quite a bit. There's a lot of climbing.
Fallen Napster from that movie. That's what. That's what I'll always think of Mission Impossible 2.
That's good stuff. So that's July 12th. Action-packed, comedies, Blueys, everything. We got everything. Speaking of comedies, the next day, July 13th, coming to FX. It's the season 5 premiere of What We Do in the Shadows. This one, it's already the 5th season. It's wild. I felt like they were, at one point, maybe season 3, the ending of 3 or something, I was like, okay, this is losing steam, maybe. I don't know how much more they can pull out this premise and stuff. There's an episode in season 4 that is probably my favorite, the counselor episode, Kayla. Remember that one? There's some mind remapping kind of stuff happening. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's one of my favorite episodes of I don't know, television ever, of a comedy. And I'm here to say that they can continue to make What We Do in the Shadows. I'm still sold on the premise, and I think it's still
I like it.
Yeah, and will be good. So it's July 13th, coming to FX and Hulu and all that. Just fun, just good stuff. They get some great cameos and stuff every year too. Love when Taika shows up randomly. Anything? How far are you on What We Do, Mike? Did you keep going at all on that one?
Exoprimal.
Exoprimal. Let's do it. July 14th, coming to last gen and current gen. Sorry, Switch, PC, PS5, Xbox Series, and last gen PS4 and Xbox One. There's a 3.5-minute story trailer for this one. They did it at the Capcom showcase, and we watched it again this morning. It is
up to you guys.
Completely batshit insane, but I'm kind of buying it. I don't think I'll be playing Exoprimal. It is coming to Game Pass, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think I'm gonna really engage with this one. But there's some kind of interesting time travel-y shit happening in this, where they kind of sort of explain why there are dinosaur like portals happening, and I'm like, hats off to you guys that you kind of sort of made this make sense in a real anime ass way. So I
must have got the Phoenix Wright team on the story of this one. It's the only Capcom story that's ever been anything decent. So
you gonna shoot some dinos, Mike? Exoprimal?
What is this? Is this like a 3-player thing? A 4-player?
4-player, I think. Co-op, yeah.
If you guys want to check it out, I'll for sure download it because it's coming to Game Pass, right?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Day 1 Game Pass.
And then from the beta stuff, I heard that it's like people were like dogging on this thing when they first revealed it, but then people played the beta and they were like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." Actually, it kind of works.
Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, so this is a like 4-person co-op, like team-based shooter where you pick a an exosuit that you want, and your character, and depending on the exosuit you pick, you have different abilities, guns and flying abilities and specials and stuff like that. Very kind of like Overwatchy a little bit, some of those vibes, or Anthem, I guess, more so because you're in mechs and stuff like that. You're kind of doing that Iron Man thing, but
Anthem, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. But the premise is there are dinosaurs that come out of portals, and you have to shoot these dinosaurs with your mech suits. And that aspect is, it's something. Could be a lot of fun. They show a lot of in the gameplay trailers. You're setting up turrets. You're setting up defensive stuff. You're flying around in these mech suits. You've got chain guns and different specials and big giant whatever lightsaber axes and stuff like that. I've said it's kind of like anime as fuck, in my opinion, but very I guess I could just call it Capcom because like Capcom is kind of anime as fuck, just in a lot of their stuff. So
come on, Resident Evil, man!
Look at that beautiful hair.
Right,
like Street Fighter.
But yeah, yes.
They made a story for that.
But if you're at all interested in like in the future how we're gonna get oil, check out that Exoprimal trailer. They do some things. So that's July 14th, coming to next gen and old gen and PC.
They're harvesting dinosaurs for fossil fuels.
They are harvesting dinosaurs for fossil fuels using time travel, Mike. Yes, wow. They are.
Yeah, let's play Exoprimal.
You guessed it. Oh, July 18th, though, we got 2 coming. Justified City Primeval coming to FX. This is marketed as a limited series. Love a limited series.
The best 2 words in entertainment.
Yes, I agree. The second best are Viewfinder, coming to PC and PS5. Viewfinder, both go. So Justified. Did you ever check out like any of the seasons of Justified, Mike? No? Yeah, big no.
I've seen Oliphant do his thing in Once Upon a Time. I've seen him do it in space with fucking Obi-Wan and shit. Or no, Boba Fett and Mandalorian. And, Deadwood, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is like the one missing Oliphant piece that I have.
Wonderful Cowboys. Crazies. Yeah, big Crazies fan.
I've seen Crazies. That was pretty good as well.
Yeah. He's perfect cowboy. Just that hair is ideal. Yeah, beautiful man. But this looks interesting. It's got Boyd Holbrook seems to be the main bad guy that he's trying to track down. If you're not familiar with him by name, he's Pierce, the kind of main bad guy in Logan. He's like a dime store Ben Foster is how I would call him. He's very Ben Foster.
Metal Hand?
Yes, Metal Hand guy from Logan.
Oh, I like him. He's in Sandman. He's the main villain in Sandman.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff actually. He's kind of becoming one of the like he seems to be a main bad guy in the new Indiana Jones movie as well, Dial of Destiny.
Right.
So yeah, he I think he's kind of eating Ben Foster's lunch right now. Ben's not been in a lot of stuff.
Did it.
Yeah, he did it, and I think it's
he had a leading role in that fucking weird medieval movie. Remember that?
Oh, Medieval, yeah.
Last year,
like a knight, yeah.
That just kind of came and went, and Hey, he got his name was on that poster, man. So he did it.
I love Ben Foster. I think he's a perfect second bad guy or whatever.
Best bloke.
Yeah, best bloke. Yeah.
Oh yeah, him in 310 to Yuma is so good, so good. Love it. Hell or High Water. Goddamn.
But now it's Boyd Holbrook, everyone. In Justified City Primeval. Looks like it's just like a one man against another. Boyd Holbrook is like a assassin or something, and Timothy Oliphant's character needs to take him down. It's all set in Detroit this time. I think the original series was more like Southwest kind of setting. So it's like fish out of water, cowboy out of water, come to Detroit. D has entered the chat. Here he is. He's on mute though. Just so he knows. But Viewfinder, as D gets fully connected here, for PC and PS5, I think this might be coming to PS Plus. I feel like I saw that maybe. I don't want to misquote that, but really cool looking indie from Thunderful Games, right? I think that's the developer. The premise seems simple enough. It's a first-person game where you have a Polaroid camera that can take pictures of your environment, and then you superimpose that picture over the environment to change what everything looks like. Really simple premise, but if you check out this trailer, it's like a 1.5-minute trailer. They can do a lot with just that simple premise of like, okay, I've got a brick wall ahead of me that I can't go through. I'm going to take a picture of a staircase off to the right. I'm going to superimpose that over that brick wall, and now I have a staircase in front of me. If you can visualize that, that's what that game is, and it just seems like a really cool kind of puzzler. In that sense, have you seen? You checked it out? This was shown at, I forget what this was shown at, but a while back, and they've shown it a couple different showcases since then. What do you think of this one, Mike?
Looks great. This, I think Devolver is publishing, so it's in that pedigree, that Annapurna type prestige to it. This would have been like an Xbox Live Arcade, Summer of Arcade release, like one of the big indies of the year for sure. I think it looks great.
Yeah, excited for that one. What have you thought of that one, Kayla?
It looks good. I think it looks really cute and creative.
You a Viewfinder guy, D?
I do not partake.
D doesn't partake in the Viewfinder. But me and Mike will be playing some Viewfinder on July 18th. Coming to PS.
I mean, I say it's cute, and then I want to play it, and I don't get to play.
No, you do not. You don't. You need to be like at the level of me and Mike. We're
You guys spent 20 minutes talking about it. What else was I supposed to say?
We need an additional 20 minutes to stay on Viewfinder. Kayla, speaking of Kayla, Pikmin 4 is coming out July 21st. And here's a question on everyone's mind. July 21st is a big day, and people are asking, like, what do I do first, right? Like, the big question is, do I play Pikmin 4 first, or do I watch They Clone Tyrone first on July 21st? That's what everyone's been asking. What do you think? What's the proper kind of scenario on that, Kayla? Pikmin 4, They Clone Tyrone.
I will wait for Pikmin 4. And I will put all of my films in a sandwich, and I will do it like this. I will do Barbie. Then I will do They Clone Tyrone.
Okay.
Then I will do Oppenheimer.
Okay, I like that. Yes, I was making a little bit of a goof there. July 21st is a huge day for the cinema, for film. Not saying that They Clone Tyrone might not be good. We can circle back to that because that actually does look quite fun. But we're getting Barbie and Oppenheimer, everyone. And Kayla and I have gone back and forth on what's the order. Like, what's the Oppenheimer Barbie order? So Kayla's thought was that, like, Barbie, simple enough, right? You check that out, you have a good time. And
feels good.
yeah, you feel great. You go into Oppenheimer. Maybe you don't feel great after you watch Oppenheimer, but you give yourself some time. Maybe you sleep on it. You think about it. You have some conversations for the rest of your day. What do you guys think? I'll start with you, D. I don't know if you've got if you're gonna try to do a Barbie Oppenheimer dual day or anything like that. But what's the optimal way to see Barbie and Oppenheimer?
As a aficionado of Barbie media, absolutely no relation to the amount of women in my house. There's no correlation at all. I would see Oppenheimer because that's something I would get to do by myself. And then I'll, get a nice palate cleanse with a Barbie and just go home happy. Because why would I want to be sad on the way home?
I do feel like I'm going to lay in bed. If I watch Oppenheimer last, I'm just going to lay there, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling, troubled with the things in life. But Barbie might make you feel that way, too. It's not we say happy-go-lucky because it's painted happy-go-lucky, but I think personally, as the woman, there might be some layers in there.
I think dark consumerism is probably like a big theme of the Barbie movie. I'm pretty sure. So I don't think you're wrong on that one. Mike, do you have an optimal Oppenheimer and Barbie watch? Yeah, Barbenheimer watch.
I think you got to make a day of it. I think you got to space that shit out a little bit, have a meal.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Pull a few frames of bowling. I don't know. You got
My hardest thing is I think both of them are going to have some things that you want to think about or talk about after watching them. So yeah, you've got to watch Barbie, give it its due, eat, talk, let it settle, and then jump into just being in a Christopher Nolan film. It's a little aggressive.
I would want to do Barbie first, though. Op second.
Okay. Okay.
I think Oppenheimer would just be like electric. You'd feel like fucking shaken coming out of that motherfucker. So that's. I want that at the end of the day.
I'm good. So D is going to sleep well because he's going to do the Oppenheimer, then Barbie, and we're going to be up all night. So that's good. That's good.
Hell yeah.
I like that. Not to sell anything else short. Those are the big ones on July 21st, but we do have Pikmin 4, which was a Kayla draft pick in our fantasy draft. They Clone Tyrone is a Netflix movie that looks a lot of fun. So this is John Boyega, Tayana Prince is her name. I just looked her up, and Jamie Foxx star in that one. Monica Rambeau, if you're not familiar with Tayana Prince by name, but listen to this podcast. She's all over now, yeah, but gonna be a big part of the Marvels as well. But basically like a modern day kind of like blaxploitation like film. That's kind of the vibes that I got from it. But the premise is great. So it's like set in I don't exactly know, but it looks like an inner city kind of setting. With like let's call her a sex worker and like a drug dealer guy, and like I don't know what Jamie Foxx exactly is. Is he a pimp? Okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize. But anyway, so yeah, your typical kind of like blaxploitation like setup and stuff, but with a government conspiracy to clone the inhabitants of this place that like John Boyega and Jamie Foxx and Tayana Prince kind of like find out through, and it just I don't know, it looks like it's a great premise. It looks like a lot of fun. It's both taking itself seriously and not taking itself seriously at the same time. That's coming to Netflix. I don't think I said that, but that was a real surprise for me when I saw that one. I was like, what is this, some Netflix movie? But I don't know, I might be just as excited for that one as like anything else on the 21st.
Have you guys seen the weird conspiracy shit coming out of Tyrone?
Oh no, I have not.
So Jamie Foxx had a recent health scare.
Yeah.
Recently, but he's come out and tried to promote this, like on little TikTok stuff, and People think they have cloned Jamie Foxx. That is not Jamie Foxx.
It's all part of the marketing.
Or something, and there's that whole weird shit that just makes me think Kojima was a prophet and predicted our true apocalypse. We have a few that we could pick from right now. I don't know what you guys are betting on, but
pretty stacked deck, of apocalypse choices.
Yeah. The false information apocalypse, I don't know, is the meme apocalypse is.
If our apocalypse is set off by a clone Jamie Foxx, I'm kind of okay with it. You know, like I think that I go out the way that I want it to go out, you know, with the most ridiculous possible conclusion.
I'm down for more Jamie Foxx in my life.
Unless we are already clones.
Right? Who knows? Maybe.
I am a clone of you.
See, I wish I was a clone of Jamie Foxx. That's what I would be way cooler. Oh.
But in lighter fare, I think Kayla has a great pick with Pikmin 4. I think it's gonna be high 80.
Nice.
Yeah,
looks good, looks great.
Nintendo hasn't missed really. Like,
it's gonna get the Nintendo bump.
Yeah,
you know, every outlet's gonna have their Nintendo person check this out, and they're gonna love it. Like, you got to think that way with when you're guessing ratings and shit. So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, definitely. Final thing on July 21st is Season 2 of Minx, which we thought might have been dead. It did die at HBO Max, but has been reborn on Starz for a Season 2. And that first season was phenomenal. I'm so happy it's back. And I guess I'll have to do like a 7-day trial of Starz or something. I don't know. Is there more to say? Minx is great. I
love Minx. I love the like aesthetic, the setting, the Jake Johnson of it all.
The dicks.
You know me. Free the peen.
Free the peen.
Okay, Kayla, could you say that while? Oh, I am recording. Okay, good. That'll go on the soundboard. That's going on the soundboard. So that's July 21st, a huge day all over the place. July 25th, we're getting Remnant 2. Always wanted to play Remnant 1 or Remnant from the Ashes. 3-player co-op, kind of very, I think, Bloodborne inspired, at least in aesthetics, and from what I've heard, like the difficulty of it all, the big, large-scale monsters, but in a co-op setting and more gun-based than melee-based, although there's both. The second game, there's kind of some deep, they've done some like deep gameplay trailers and demos and stuff like that. There's some like sci-fi shit going on as well. I don't know if the first one delved into that at all, but yeah, there's definitely some sci-fi alien kind of robot shit going on in this second game, but that's coming to PC, PS5, and PlayStation or Xbox Series, I should say, on the 25th. But always looking for co-op games. Always looking for more Bloodborne type stuff. Any thoughts on Remnant 2?
That first game was really cool. It was like a class squad based kind of thing where, you could get your long range sniper, you wanted, your tank, and you wanted your support kind of thing. And yeah, a Dark Souls style way to just mechanics wise, you're killing stuff, getting souls, spending those souls to upgrade, blah blah blah. But it had this, it was way more linear, and you would kind of hit these boss fights, and if you found a particular item, they might have want that, and you could just skip a boss fight and just get the rewards.
Oh, that's cool.
and that was pretty cool. I liked that aspect of it. And I don't know, is this coming to like anything free at all?
I don't know. That first one did. I know. I think that first one did come to like PS Plus and Game Pass.
That's how I played it.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe after a while, this one will. I don't know if it's a day one release on either platform on that. But
I played it solo, and I think it'd be a really fun kind of co-op game for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Remnant 2 coming to current gen July 25th. The 27th, we've got Twisted Metal, the TV show, coming to Peacock, and we've got the second half of season 3 of The Witcher. Are you a Witcher guy, D? Like, you been checking out The Witcher on Netflix?
I am a Cavill simp, so yes.
Yeah, me and Kayla were talking earlier about season 3. We're 4 episodes out of 5 in that one, and pretty good. It kind of up and down on that one. How about Twisted Metal? Do we got anyone excited about Twisted Metal? Is there anything that could like make Twisted Metal good?
If
I love the
reviews
tournament art.
That it was good, I would watch it.
Yeah, I would say there's 2 things that'll make me watch. 3. Bullying Anthony Mackie. I'm for that. That just if they just bully him the whole show, that might raise it up a little bit for me. I love Will Arnett's voice, so he could just talk for 5 to 10 minutes every episode. That'll bump it up for me again.
That's a good call.
And then just a cool, explosion car derby tournament arc. You had me right there. Michael's it's a tournament arc. I like a good tournament.
Oh, is it? Have they really explained? That's what my worry was, because all that I've seen was that awful casino Noah Joe Will Arnett combo, which your sweet tooth does not work for me. Like, I don't know. That's like the cover of Twisted. That's the star of Twisted Metal, and it's not good. You didn't show any fucking vehicles.
No vehicles. No.
It's so stupid. No thanks.
They'd blow your mind, man. If you saw the vehicles, it'd be too much.
Maybe
that's a very interesting
They're
choice.
saving those. I'm into saving some things. I don't need to see the whole fucking story and every jump scare or every thing that's going to happen in the trailers.
But you got to show something good.
Show me a car.
You didn't show something good. You showed something really.
He's in a car, isn't he?
Really bad.
In part of it.
I think they've shown Mackie in a still of a car, but in that trailer, it was just Sweet Tooth slamming his face into a fucking slot machine until Cisco
bullying him.
Hey, worked in 8 Mile, right? So could work here. So that's July 27th. We got Twisted Metal coming to Peacock, which we now I think have 2 years of, Kayla. I think we just got from Xfinity on that one. And Netflix has The Witcher season 3.5 coming. Final day is July 28th, at least on our list here. Bunch of stuff coming out. We've got Disney's Haunted Mansion reboot, I guess. I forgot there was a Haunted Mansion
Eddie
movie.
Murphy.
Yeah, I completely forgot, because when I was looking it up, that came up first, the Eddie Murphy one, and I was like, oh yeah, I do remember Eddie Murphy in a Haunted Mansion. So that's coming to theaters on the 28th. Good Omens D is coming back on Amazon for season 2, same day. This Fool coming back on Hulu for a season 2. And Talk to Me coming to theaters, the new A24 horror joint, which I think might be set in Australia now. Now that I watched the second trailer, I think that might be set down under. But kind of a grab bag there of watch the trailer for season 2 of Good Omens. Never watched season 1, but after you really sold it on one of the recent pods, D, and then watching that trailer, I'm pretty sold. That looks really good. Definitely good place vibes all over that. John Hamm is playing Gabriel in this one, the angel.
So good.
He looks
Gabriel Byrne?
Yeah.
Yes, he's playing Gabriel. It's weird. John Hamm is playing Gabriel Byrne, and Gabriel Byrne is playing John Hamm, but only the John Hamm from The Town. It's weird, but it's gonna be good. Yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna be good. No, and This Fool, that was like a underrated gem of last year. We talked about it a bit on the pod, but season 2.
Culture comedy? Culture comedy.
A little bit of a culture comedy, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I super dig at. And then Talk to Me, maybe Australian culture comedy, or not comedy, horror movie, but A24 horror movie. This is the one where the kids somehow find themselves an embalmed, severed hand and play one of those viral TikTok challenges with it, where they have to shake the hand and wish for something.
I think they say talk to me. I think
they say talk to me. I think you're right. And it seems like it's, at the end of the day, it's like a possession movie, that kind of thing. But I like roping in the whole TikTok challenge aspect of it. I think that's fertile ground for some interesting situations of these kids. In a similar way, if it hits those same marks as bodies, in the same way, I think, because it's like the same, younger, probably, early 20-somethings or something. I don't know if they're high school or college age kids or whatever, but doing a TikTok challenge. But this one just as so happens to be with an embalmed hand that possesses you. What a day, July 28th. Anything that really stands out to anyone that you're real excited for? Kayla, you can start it off if you want. You're to my right.
Oh, I'm Barbenheimer, man. I'm ready for it. It's the highlight of my July.
Oh, of the entire July. Okay, yeah, we're there. How about you, Mike? Yeah, what's your big July thing for this year? And you can't pick Barbie or Oppenheimer apparently, because Kayla's gotten both of them.
I mean,
it's a moment. It's an event.
It is Oppenheimer. My favorite kind of Nolan is Dunkirk Nolan. And this is going to be that. I just want to feel tense the whole movie.
Cillian, I just am really excited to see him be able to just be front and center, because he doesn't always do that. He's more of the best bloke in many of them, like Dunkirk, for example. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a good call. I think for me, after watching the first half of the season of The Witcher, or most of the first half, this will be the official send off of Henry Cavill as Geralt. This second half of the season. Supposedly they're doing it well. Supposedly they're making it make sense that a new actor is going to play that title role. That world has a lot of time travel, portals, different dimensions stuff, so maybe they can make that make sense in some way. I want to see if they can land that ship, and even if they don't land the transition to Hemsworth, I hope there's something in there that really sends off Henry Cavill, because I think he's great. I think he was kind of done dirty in this whole thing of oh, okay, you got to leave Witcher to be Superman, and then you're not going to be Superman anymore. I don't know. That's however that went down was just really unfortunate, So I hope he gets a nice send off.
To me, it just seems like a bunch of BS. But.
And D, for you, it's Exoprimal, right? I mean, you weren't here for the initial conversation, but that's the big one for you in July, right?
No.
No.
There's no amount of Ryu skins that'll get me into Exoprimal.
They
the
crossover.
Yeah, the crossover Street Fighter 6.
Capcom, man, what will you think of next? What is July for you, D? What are you most excited for?
I mean, it's got to be Good Omens too. I've been kind of I recently started rewatching the first season to kind of get myself refreshed on all the little plot beats they left at the end of the first season. So I'm excited. It caught me off guard because it was just a really funny kind of show at the beginning, and kind of has a thing going on, like a plot. So it's fun. It's fun, and I'm looking forward to it, honestly.
Nice. So yeah, we've got Good Omens. We got Barbie and Oppenheimer. We've got what did I say? I said I really want to see something.
Witcher.
I already forgot. Witcher. Yep. That's me hosting a podcast, forgetting what he just
Bluey.
Bluey. Yeah, July's, there's something for everyone in all of these months. It's great. I love doing these because, like, just the amount of stuff that comes out, even in a light month like July, there's some great stuff. I think there'll be some, and June was so jam-packed that the backlog's fucking a mile long.
There's one movie that I didn't add to the thing, and have you guys heard of the Beanie Baby movie?
Oh,
If not, no.
I forget what it's called. It's Zach Galifianakis and I think Elizabeth Banks. And it's about Ty Warren or what, like him creating the Beanie Baby company. And I'm just want to bring it up because what's going on with this Air, fucking this
Tetris,
fucking movie,
Blackberry,
Tetris, Blackberry, like the Flamin' Hot movie. Come on, people, like. Mini brands. Now these fucking movies, you're selling me Pringles 3 fucking times. And I don't like it, man. I am boycotting the Beanie Baby movie, even though it has Zach Galifianakis without a beard, and it looks really strange. I'm not seeing any of them. Air, no. Blackberry, no. Flamin' Hot, I already saw you, and that's the one. That's the one you get. I'm done.
Hollywood, you heard it here first. Mike is boycotting all of your new IP. Good stuff.
No, it's not new IP, Eric.
All of your brand new IP that's never been done before. That's never been a product ever before that we've used or eaten or thought of. Oh,
there is no ulterior motive. None. No ulterior motive. They don't want you to start buying things again. Definitely not.
No. I went out and bought 4 Blackberries. They don't work, but they look cool.
Mike, why do you have so many Flamin' Hots behind you?
Shut up.
You have those Flamin' Hot mini brands.
I love it.
I have 500 mini brands in my house.
He does. He's part of the problem, folks. Hollywood, don't listen to him. You've succeeded. You have succeeded. Oh, that's July. That's mini brands. They're coming out in July, and that completes episode 132 of the Machine of Nonsense. We talked about July, something for everyone. We got Bluey, we got Exoprimal. They cloned Tyrone, The Witcher. It's all there, and a little event called Barbenheimer, also on July 21st. What a month. What an episode of this podcast. D, thank you for jumping on in, a little bit in stream. I want to do that more often, I think. I like people just jumping in. It's fun. It's like,
it's a little nonsensical. I don't know if that's a thing that vibes with this.
Right, yeah.
The Machine of Total Sense. The name suggested by my love, Selena. Why do you guys want to be nonsense?
So good. So good. Well, that's it. Episode 132 is in the books. Tell us all over the place. We're on social media. We've got an email. We've got a voicemail. They'll be in the show notes. I'm not going to recite them. But tell us what your favorite thing is in July. Maybe something we missed. We got to get out of here because we've got a brunch. So, episode 132, it's in the books. For Kayla, for D, for Mike, I was your host, Eric. We're getting out of here. We're saying good July.
Barbenheimer.
July to me.